Welcome to the Histories, my dear listeners, where we embark on fascinating journeys through the annals of time, uncovering the secrets and stories of ancient civilizations. Today, we find ourselves in the land of the Pharaohs as we delve into the captivating tale of the life and times of the Pharaohs. This epic narrative spans millennia, filled with grandeur, mystery, and intrigue, as the mighty pyramids pierce the desert skies and legendary rulers leave their indelible mark on history. As we begin our exploration of the life and times of the Pharaohs, let us travel back in time to the pre-dynastic period, around 4000 BCE, when the Nile River, with its annual floods and fertile silt, had created a narrow strip of arable land that supported a growing population. It was here, in the villages and towns of Upper and Lower Egypt, that the earliest Egyptians developed a sophisticated system of agriculture, architecture, and governance. The Nile's bounty allowed for the emergence of complex societies, where artisans crafted exquisite pottery, weavers created beautiful textiles, and traders exchanged goods along the bustling riverbanks. One of the most significant developments during this period was the emergence of hieroglyphic writing, which enabled the Egyptians to record their history, mythology, and cultural practices. This innovation, dating back to around 3200 BCE, marked a major milestone in the evolution of Egyptian civilization, as it allowed for the creation of complex administrative systems, literary works, and artistic expressions. The earliest hieroglyphs, found on pottery and stone vessels, reveal a people deeply connected to their natural world, with symbols representing animals, plants, and elements that would become integral to their cosmology. As we navigate the intricate web of cultural, economic, and environmental factors that gave rise to the pharaonic civilization, we encounter key figures such as King Narmer, who is often credited with unifying Upper and Lower Egypt around 3100 BCE. This pivotal event marked the beginning of the early dynastic period, a time of great upheaval and transformation, as the Egyptians began to consolidate their power and establish a strong, centralized state. The Narmer palette, discovered in the Temple of Herodotus, vividly depicts the king's conquests with images of defeated enemies and the unification of the two lands. We also find ourselves in the presence of the enigmatic Scorpion King, a legendary figure who is believed to have ruled over Upper Egypt during the proto-dynastic period. Although much about his reign remains shrouded in mystery, it is clear that he played a significant role in shaping the course of Egyptian history, paving the way for the great pharaohs who would follow in his footsteps. The Scorpion King's legacy can be seen in the elaborate tombs and burial sites that dot the desert landscape, where archaeologists have uncovered treasures that reveal the sophistication and grandeur of early Egyptian society. As we explore the earliest history of the life and times of the pharaohs, we begin to appreciate the complex interplay between geography, climate, and human ingenuity that gave rise to this magnificent civilization. We see how the early Egyptians developed a profound reverence for the natural world, worshiping gods and goddesses such as Isis, Osiris, and Ra, who governed the cosmos and ensured the fertility of the land. The city of Abydos, with its sacred necropolis and grand temples, became a major center of spiritual and funerary practices during this period, where the Egyptians believed that the city was the gateway to the afterlife. As we reach the threshold of this magnificent journey, poised on the cusp of a new era, the precursors to the pharaonic civilization give way to an age of unparalleled achievement and grandeur. Join me as we venture into the heart of this captivating narrative, where majestic monuments, enigmatic sphinxes. Welcome back to the Histories. My dear listeners, as we continue our fascinating journey through the annals of time, uncovering the secrets and stories of ancient civilizations. This majestic age, which spanned from approximately 2613 to 2081 BCE, is often referred to as the Old Kingdom, a time when the Great Pyramids rose from the desert sands and legendary pharaohs left their indelible mark on the annals of history. It was during this period that the Egyptians achieved unparalleled heights of architectural, artistic, and literary expression, creating some of the most iconic monuments in human history. At the heart of this golden age were the mighty pyramids, those towering structures that have captivated human imagination for millennia. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu around 25 AE BCE, is a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the ancient Egyptians, who were able to move and place over 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing an average of 2.5 tons, into a nearly perfect pyramid shape. The precision and scale of this achievement are a wonder to behold, and it's no surprise that the Great Pyramid is considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. As we delve deeper into this captivating narrative, we encounter legendary pharaohs such as Sneferu, Khafre, and Menkaure, who ruled over Egypt during the 4th and 5th dynasties. These mighty rulers were not only skilled architects and engineers, but also wise leaders who maintained a strong and stable government, ensured the fertility of the land, and protected their people from external threats. The reign of Pharaoh Sneferu in particular is notable for his extensive building projects, including the construction of the Bent Pyramid at Dashur, which was an experimental precursor to the Great Pyramid. One of the most enigmatic and fascinating figures of this period is the Great Sphinx of Giza, a colossal limestone statue with the body of a lion and the head of a human. Believed to have been built during the reign of Pharaoh Khafre, the Sphinx is a masterpiece of ancient Egyptian art, measuring over 240 feet long and 66 feet high. Its purpose and meaning remain shrouded in mystery, but it's clear that the Sphinx was an important symbol of royal power and wisdom. As we explore the Old Kingdom, we also encounter a rich tapestry of artistic and literary expression. The Egyptians developed a sophisticated system of hieroglyphic writing, which enabled them to record their history, mythology, and cultural practices with great precision and beauty. The pyramid texts, discovered in the pyramids of Saqqara, are a treasure trove of ancient Egyptian literature containing spells, prayers, and hymns that reveal the spiritual and philosophical beliefs of the time. The Old Kingdom was also a period of significant social and economic change, as the Egyptians developed a complex system of governance with a powerful pharaoh at its head. The concept of ma'at, or balance and order, was central to Egyptian society, and the pharaohs were seen as guardians of this delicate balance. The Egyptians also developed a sophisticated system of agriculture, with advanced irrigation systems and crop rotation techniques that allowed them to thrive in the fertile Nile Valley. As we reach the pinnacle of this magnificent journey, we begin to appreciate the full scope of ancient Egyptian civilization during the Old Kingdom. We see how the Great Pyramids, legendary pharaohs, and enigmatic sphinxes all contributed to a rich cultural heritage that would endure for millennia. The legacy of this golden age can be seen in the many temples, tombs, and monuments that dot the Egyptian landscape, each one a testament to the ingenuity, creativity, and perseverance of the ancient Egyptians. Join me as we continue our captivating journey through the life and times of the pharaohs, where the majesty and mystery of ancient Egypt await our arrival. Welcome back to the life and times of the pharaohs as we continue our journey through ancient Egyptian history. The Middle Kingdom, which spanned from approximately 240 to 1750 BCE, was marked by the rise of new dynasties, the resurgence of ancient traditions, and the continued evolution of Egyptian culture and society. This period saw the emergence of powerful pharaohs such as Mentuhotep II, who reunified Egypt after a period of fragmentation, and Ahmose I, who founded the 18th dynasty and led the Egyptians to victory against the Hyksos, a group of foreign invaders. One of the most notable achievements of the Middle Kingdom was the development of a more complex and sophisticated system of government. The pharaohs of this period established a strong and efficient bureaucracy, with a network of officials and administrators who oversaw the collection of taxes, the maintenance of public works, and the administration of justice. This system allowed the Egyptians to maintain a high level of stability and prosperity, even in the face of external threats and internal challenges. The Middle Kingdom was also a time of great cultural and artistic achievements. The Egyptians developed a new style of art, characterized by more naturalistic and expressive forms, as seen in the sculptures of Pharaoh Senusret III and the tomb paintings of the nobles at Beni Hassan. The literature of this period is equally impressive, with works such as the Tale of Sinuhai, which tells the story of an Egyptian noble who fled to Asia after the death of Pharaoh Amenemhat I. In addition to these cultural achievements, the Middle Kingdom saw significant advances in science and technology. The Egyptians made important discoveries in medicine, astronomy, and mathematics, as evidenced by the Edwin Smith Papyrus, which contains the oldest known surgical treatise. They also developed new techniques for irrigation and agriculture, which allowed them to increase crop yields and support a growing population. As we explore the Middle Kingdom, we also encounter a number of fascinating figures, including Pharaoh Hatshepsut, one of the few female pharaohs of Egypt who ruled during the 15th century BCE. Hatshepsut was a successful trader and diplomat who established trade relationships with neighboring countries and launched a series of successful military campaigns. Her reign is also notable for the construction of magnificent temples and monuments, including her famous temple at Deir el-Bahri. The Middle Kingdom came to an end with the invasion of the Hyksos, who conquered Egypt and established their own dynasty. However, the Egyptians eventually rallied under the leadership of Ahmose I, who drove the Hyksos out of Egypt and founded the 18th dynasty. This marked the beginning of the New Kingdom, a period of even greater glory and achievement for ancient Egypt. Join me as we continue our journey through the life and times of the pharaohs, where the majesty and mystery of ancient Egypt await our arrival. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.